Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a new Patrones Magazine flip through. Today we are going to take a look at Patrones 474. So I know I'm a little bit late, but I was even thinking not to make a flip through, but then yet again I had to share my thoughts with somebody else. So let's start with the cover. I think the cover is just glorious. I love the outfits on it. This coat is just so beautiful. The let's see, I'm going to bring it a little bit closer. The fabric is amazing in combination also with the pants and the top underneath. This is I would love to have something like this. And then we see also a little dress here. There are quite a few dresses in this issue, and as you can see here, it's the best of coats. We will see if that's the case, but nevertheless there are a lot of coats in this issue. So let's start. Here we can see an overview of the trends and what we get in the magazine. You can see here there are blouses, skirts, dresses, a few dresses for kids. And from the pattern of the month, what do they have? From the catwalk, they have this pair of pants with a really high waistband, as you can see here. Beautiful fabric with beautiful fall. I love that coat, but again, in this case, we get only the pants. Of course, these ones are made with this really high neckline, what I'm saying, with this really high waistband, but this would be really easy to adjust if you want to have it a little bit lesser. You need to keep in mind that, as we can see here, there is a zipper that is going, and I see that it's going here only through the waistband, but I bet that it's going a little bit also into the back of the pants in order to get into your pants. I find that if it's only here is a little bit too high. So anyway, if you like the fall of the pants, I think it's very easy to adjust them. Let's see, to make them a little bit lower, like this. Let's say like this. And if you don't like that zipper in the back, you can definitely add a zipper here in the front with the zipper fly. So very easy to adjust. I love the pockets. Very nice width of the leg, but you really need to keep in mind that what we see here in the magazine, or in the magazine in the picture on the model, is actually the real catwalk designer garment, and not the one made with the Patrones magazine. So I will say just make a trial and look how wide that leg is. Next we are getting into the chic jackets. And the first pattern is this bomber jacket. We can see it here in the picture. It's made with a quilted fabric. Of course, you can use whatever fabric you want. It has ribbing neckline, also ribbing for the cuffs and the bottom of the jacket. Very pretty. A short style which works really nicely with also with a wider pant, I think. The pants that they use here, it's straight leg, well, a narrow leg pant. And I'm trying to see, there is something going on here on the original, because I can see, I don't know if this is a waistband, but I think it's not. So I suppose we get just a simple pair of pants. As you can see here, slanted pockets and the waistband. But I have the feeling that in the original pattern here, there are some other things going on, with this pocket going on only till here, and then going up like this, and then you have the waistband, while the pattern in the magazine is much simpler. So yeah. Next we have here, first I missed this one because I was thinking, what is going on here? Here we have actually a blazer, which is this one. Not a lot of lines in this one. It's just a simple blazer, pretty boxy if you asking me. But then they, from the same fabric, there is also this cape. So this girl is wearing the blazer and the cape. Is almost very difficult to see. I never made a cape. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about them. I do know that Patrones made in the past a lot of cape patterns, and some gorgeous ones. This one is just a really simple one, but you know, it will be interesting to take a look from time to time to really old Patrones, really old, I don't know, 10-15 years ago from Patrones, maybe older. And you'll see there are some really beautiful patterns. Next we have pattern number 6, which is this blazer. You know, this has some really gorgeous styling lines here, and I will go to the pattern pieces in a moment. But as you can see here, there are some pockets, welt pockets with a flap, and actually there are some really interesting princess seams going on here and darts, and then you have the pockets constructed. This is very nice, although I must say that on this girl is looking like the, or maybe because the shoulder pads are a little bit drastic on this one, but I think I would like something more softer. And I will show you the pattern pieces of the, here you can, let's see, where is it, where is it, there's the cape. Here you can see the uh, uh, blazer and the pattern pieces. They are somewhere here. Let's see, where are they, on the next page. Here are they. As you can see here, there are some interesting let's see my button here. You can see here the that dart going on into the pocket there, and you have a side um, panel, and then the back with the vent here. This is actually the um, lining cutting diagram, which I never use. I never use cutting diagrams. All right, let's go back. Where were we? We were at the beginning of. Okay, with the same blazer, you have also a pair of pants, and whenever they use something like a pant and jacket from the same fabric or blouse, whatever, they put everything on the same cutting diagram. So that's what you can buy in one time with your fabric. We have next year, well, the pants, they are pretty pants. I don't know how the leg is on these pants, pretty straight, I suppose. They shove it here in a pair of boots. Next we have this little tweed jacket. There is also a tutorial here on YouTube. I didn't see it yet. Yeah, this is, I think it's a nice pattern to use with, it's a cotton sleeve. There are some pockets there, I can see. Pretty for special fabric, as you can see in this one. So let's go on. Next we have this really cool jacket here. There is a lot of volume in this jacket, man. What are the sizes on this one? 36, 40, 44, and 48. If you never used Patrones patterns before, remember that they have only a couple of sizes, and the idea is that if you are in between the sizes that they give you, to trace in between these sizes. Also, there are no seam allowances included. I can say that, you know, just don't forget. This is a cool jacket, actually. There is a zipper, there are press buttons, these pockets, they are really huge and cool. I really love the style of the sleeve. Only I think I'll really be careful when choosing the size for this one, because I think there is a lot of ease here. And Patrones, knowing, they will put a lot of ease in it. Then we have this really beautiful jacket here, really simple actually, made in a navy wool. There are, oops, also here there are a lot of pockets going on. Not a lot to say about this one. This one is also very simple. There's a really drop shoulder, as you can see here, so there will not be a lot of fitting involved. But then you have to sew it really nicely. I think the wool is just gorgeous. I'll not shove my sleeves in a beautiful coat like this, but anyway, another tutorial that they give this month. Oh, I really need to check this out because I'm really curious how they work with these patterns. I mean, this is not even if it's a little jacket, this is not a really fast project, because you need to interface your pieces, you need to sew really carefully. Making a coat is not difficult, but it requires a lot of patience, I would say, or a lot of just patience. Make a toile to have it really nicely fit, because it's not fun to go into unpick wool and stuff like that. So make a toile, make it really nicely fit, and then put your attention in sewing the garment. This one is, I don't know, it's not a favorite. As you can see, it has a really wide open neck. The fabric is kind of cool. I don't know. Next, we have here, they call it a jacket, a trench jacket from Mango. This one has also a lot of, you know, if I'm watching this sleeve, I'll tell you that when I'm seeing this kind of sleeves and wide and really really long, I can only see myself eating stuff and getting my sleeves into my foot. So yeah, I do like the design. It's pretty cool actually. As you can see here, it has that combination of a trench with a jacket, but I think there is just a lot of ease in this one. We also get the pants. This is a really simple pair of pants. It should be somewhere in the left side, the zipper. There are no pockets, very clean. So yeah, for a really special fabric, this is a perfect pattern. Here we get this blouse, and I will tell you that I was expecting in this blouse, I did check the pattern pieces, and I was expecting a very, I don't know, interesting piece of color piece, but actually it's not. Although I can see here a bunch of layers, I'm going to bring you, let's see, I'll show you now, here. You can see there is a little band here for the cuffs. Let's see, here, where the cuff is getting gathered into, you have this band, and then you have a little bit of a frill. But you know, I was thinking when I saw this pattern, before I went to see the pattern pieces, I was thinking, well, here you can see it's getting close with a little button. You can see it here. It'd be really fun to make all those little hems. But I was expecting something really interesting going on with this color here, but actually it's actually very, or they made it very simple. I don't know if you are going to get the same effect. I wonder, because here is the blouse. Let's take a look. Oops, go back. So you can see here how the blouse is working. It has its beautiful neckline here. Here you can see that it has a cut-on button facing. So this piece here is turning to the back, and then you have it for your buttons and for the buttonholes. And then this is your collar piece, and it's a little bit, you know, they cut here only once. Let me see. This is really. Let's go back. Let's take my writings away. So that's piece number 4. You cut that double, and I wonder if you need to, because you'll sew it at the center back, so that will be here at this straight edge. But I wonder if it's a little bit bigger in order to gather it onto this neckline. So if I'm, let's see, Volante, okay, they say you need to make the hem into that piece. Yes, and you need to gather it a little bit. But then yet again, if I'm watching here, let's see, I need to go to find the blouse again. If I'm watching here, it does look indeed a little bit gathered. And then I see this, the ties in the magazine, they're just a straight piece of fabric, but here they also look like they have a shape. So I don't know, but I do like the shape of the blouse even without this all this going on in the front, these layers. So yeah, all right, let's go on. Oops, it's a pretty blouse, definitely. And talking about pretty blouses, we have here a really interesting one. We are going to watch it here. This is also very very nice. Also very easy to make. Definitely make a trial and check the fit over the bust, and also check the fit of the, where is it? I don't like this. Check the fit of this armhole. You definitely, I mean, it's really not necessary to have it so low. And if she's wearing a bra, you definitely can see the bra in this one. Just make this a little bit higher, and you still have a lot of space here under your armpit, you know, but just make it a little bit higher. It's going to look much nicer and better. Um, you can see here in the back is getting close with, I don't know what it is, buttons probably, we can already see. But actually the pattern is really, really easy. There is a little, so you have the neckline with the shoulders, and actually this shoulder here is higher. You have a piece that you need to pleat that is going to go to the back. And then this one is just a straight piece of fabric that is getting stitched here into the neckline and then going to the back and getting closed. So it's not very difficult to make. Also we get this little skirt here, and I'm a little bit confused on this one because here you can see that it's open, and to be honest I think also this one is not straight, so it's something going on here. But in the pattern pieces you get just really straight pieces, and with you know, I'll show you what I'm talking about. What is here, as you can see here, it's just a straight cut with a slit that this is going to be like a walking slit, so it's not really that opening that we can see in the garment, in the red skirt. So keep in mind that. Where was I? The red. Okay, we are going, and of course let's see, here you can see that it's getting finished with just a simple facing on the inside. Nothing difficult there. Then we get another blouse, and to be honest, I don't know, I think the styling in this one, or the, although I do love the brown color, there is something that I don't really like in this one, making it a little bit looking old. But this blouse has actually some really interesting lines, and where should we watch? We can watch it here. Actually, the panel is getting, the front panel has these darts here, and then you do have also a side panel. This going to the back, of course you have here the armhole, so there are some interesting lines going on. Also you have let's see, we can watch here, you have this, oops, go back, we have the front tie that is getting, you can see here is loose, and you get it stitched only on a little bit on the side of your neck, and there is an invisible zipper in the back. There are some pretty details, but I really love those darts and the side panels. It's really cool actually. And of course you can lose the tie altogether. Then we have a denim blouse. Well, this one is just a simple shirt with, let me see if that tie is attached or is just, well, alright, let's take a look. In this case, what I'm seeing here on this girl, and I'm going to take to the, I'm going to go to the pattern pieces, because here it looks like she has that tie just tied around her neck, while in the pattern, in the technical drawing, it looks like it's attached. So let's see. Yeah, you can, I think it's just I'm not going to, yeah, this is just a standard little collar, and that tie is just separate, so you can glue it all together. Yeah, well, in the end, just a simple blouse. Let's go. We have here a dress, a cape dress they call it. There's some really cool details in this one actually. You can see it here, it has a little bit like an, what is that? This is one of those nylon fabrics that you'll see in jackets, and it's a combination with wool, so they made a little bit I don't know, a combo of those two. It's cool, not something that I will wear very fast. So let's go on to the next one. Well, these are the garments of from the cover. The coat, it's really simple actually, but I think the fabric is just amazing, and this would be really great for a really beautiful fabric like this one. The only thing that I'll lose in this one, I think, there will be the double-breasted closure, and that will mean to adjust. Let's see, you can definitely find these kind of adjustments on the internet to adjust the coat to close only on the center front, and of course you have to take into consideration your size of your button, to have the extension for the size of your button. But that will be the only change that I'll make in a pattern like this. Um, the pants are really pretty actually. I really like it also the short length, and in combination with this really cute top. I think this is just gorgeous in this fabric. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, definitely. I'll put this on my list. I love it. Another coat, and I'll tell you my opinion over the coats in the end. Another coat, also here a little bit of a wider style, not so much, but again it's a very easy style to wear. I don't know why they keep showing us these double-breasted things. Just adjust this and put only one row of buttons, it will look much nicer. This is also very casual style, very loose, drop shoulders here, as you can see. I don't know, there's not a lot to say about it. I mean, then we have her dress, which is really pretty that they don't show it to us. I mean, they put the coat on her and leave it there. Um, this dress is actually also very, very pretty. It has also on the sleeves some frills going on that we cannot see. And to make this dress, actually, you have the, let's see, I'm going to bring the this a bit closer. You make actually, so you have the upper part of the dress with the nice darts going from the armhole, darts princess seams, and then you cut these pieces separately, and then you have the frills that you need to cut and then insert them and then put everything together. Because in this one, I think they used, let's see, I think they used two types of satin, shiny one and a little bit matte one, and they made a combination. And of course, you need to cut all these lines in order to insert those frills. Then we have a little skirt here, and first I was thinking, well, that's probably pleated, but these are pleated. There are godets in a bunch of them in this skirt, and I wonder. I think they are having us to stitch stuff over every seam, although I think in the original garment there is something more special going on there. It's a pity that we don't see the whole skirt with the waistband and everything. Then we have this really cool jacket here going on. Of course, this one would be really nice to be made also in a twill or in a denim even. This one is made, of course, in a really cool sequin fabric, which is really cool actually. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It's nothing special. Especially the fabric is gorgeous. The next coat, code 28. This one is a really cool coat. There are some really nice seams here going on, as you can see in the front, and you have also the pockets going on here. Again, must be a trend, the double-breasted closure. If you like it, if you don't like it, it's easy to adjust. But the shape of this coat is really cool, and actually the whole styling here is really, really cool. I'll put a link in the video description about from a sewing blog where there is an sew along for a coat there, and everything is really, really nicely documented from cutting your fabric until the end. I highly recommend that blog. It's a really old post, but the information that you find there is really, really good. Then we are going to get into more autumn colors. We have here, first we have a dress, and this dress actually they use again for the skirt part some pre-pleated fabric, but for the upper part of the dress actually all this is going on here. All these are really big pin tucks or pleats that they are sewn into the dress, and then you have this leather waist piece going on. Very, very pretty, and I think in the back you have the same leather accents. So this one is a cool skirt dress, and of course you can definitely make this one without a pleated fabric. A cool pair of pants here we can see. Again, I'm not sure how much width you have in the Patrones pattern itself, but I kind of like it long and wide, and the colors are just amazing. This dress here, well, this looks like, oh, it's a nice dress. I'll tell this one is a lot of work. They have all these pieces, and I'm going to show you the pieces of this one because they're really interesting looking. Where is it? Let's see. Yes, this one here. These are the pieces that you have to cut for that dress, and as you can see, they're looking so crazy because, of course, you need to cut in different colors. This here is the blue, and this one is the green, and this is polyester, and this one here is the sleeves are cut in a silk fabric. And if we are to go back, and as you can see, it's very, very crazy looking. And if we are to go back to the model here, we can see that the sleeves are just a little bit see-through. There are three different kind of fabrics, but it's a very, very pretty one. Another one that I like from this magazine, from this issue, is this skirt. I really see this for fall. It's just beautiful. The only thing is, in this one, and of course I have something to say about it, is that take a good look at the technical drawing here. It looks like there is quite a bit of volume in the skirt, especially at the bottom. And I know that there are pleats that they are sewn here. Here there are, or the piece is just a big piece, and then you have two pleats here going on like so, and then you have your pocket sewn over the pleat like you can see here. But my problem is with this one, well, I wonder how good the pattern pieces are made, because if I'm going to the pattern pieces here, yeah, so I see quite a bit of volume in the skirt, but if I'm watching at the pattern pieces here, the back is just a straight pencil skirt, let's say. So I'm not really seeing that extra volume. So I wonder if the fall is as nice or as beautiful as we are seeing it in the model picture. So caution there. Let's look at the skirt one more time. It's just beautiful, right? Yes, that's nice. Then what is this? This is a plus size, I think so. Yes. We have here a pretty dress. You can see it here with seam going on in the front, and I think there is a cut-on sleeve. Yes, definitely. Yeah, use a fabric with stretch, I will say. Something to give you a little bit of movement. The coat is also very, very simple. The fabric is amazing, the color is amazing, but the coat itself is really simple. Not so much to say about it. And this one is actually really pretty. I'm missing, this is what I'm missing in this issue of the best coats, more tailored coats with a little bit more seams, and you know, but in this one is really pretty here. The fabric is gorgeous also. As you can see, there are some seams here going on, some darts into the pocket, well pocket with a flap, beautiful color. Yes, this is a really nice one. And then we have the dress, and it's a really pity that they don't show us the dress standing up, the girl without the coat on. You can see it here. Looks very, very casual and very easy to wear, and the fabric is just amazing. But again, she's sitting. It's a pity we cannot see a lot. And then we have just a few more patterns here for the kids, 2, 4, and 6 years. Wonder if any of you are sewing this. I used to sew patterns from them for my Lisa. I had a really pretty coat for her made with the Patrones Magazine coat, really cool. So before I'm telling you my favorites from this one, I was just saying that I think in this issue we are missing a little bit more of tailored jackets. So a little bit like this one here from the plus sizes. It would have been nice, but we do get quite a bit of oversized ones. I mean, you have here one, you have where is it? You have here one, another one, another one, another one here. Is also, this one is beautiful. This is the cover one, but there is, there is not a lot going on. It's not a lot of sewing interest, let's say, going on. I think if I was to choose a pattern to make from this issue, I definitely like I'm liking this one here, this the brown blouse. Maybe in a little bit more happier color, or I don't know, warmer. Although that brown is also warm, but looks a little bit old. The skirt is very interesting with those pleats in the front going on. And yeah, let's see, did I forget something? I really like the neckline of this one. I'm not sure with if in combination all those layers on the neckline. The green dress with blue, a lot of work, but still a nice pattern. And this blazer here is also really pretty. So yeah, I think it's a nice inspiration for the fall. To be honest, I'm really curious to see what burda is going to bring. And I'm not watching any previews because I want to be surprised by the patterns when they are coming out. So I hope you enjoy my flip through. I know I'm a little bit late, but nonetheless, put your opinions here under the video. It's always very fun to read them. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye.